and one for the final qualification place. Here it is, Dave Mullett in red and Dean Barker in white for the final qualification place for the Commonwealth final. Barker in white on the outside, Dave Mullett on the inside in red, and it's Mullett that's got the drop just from Dean Barker. Dave Mullett, the 26-year-old sheep farmer from Kent, making his second British final appearance, and Dean Barker in his debut in the British Championship, all fighting for this final 10th qualifying place to go forward in 14 days' time to Kings Lynn, where they meet the Australians and the New Zealanders. And it's Dave Mullett at the moment, with his nose in front after 2 laps. Can he hold on? Dean Barker breathing down the exhaust pipe. Mullett rides for Reading, Barker for Oxford. So close, those tracks together, they know each other, so these two. And it's Mullett that goes on to get that final qualification place. So this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is what this British Crown is all about. We thought that Gary Havelock had done enough, but he dropped those 2 points in his final outing, heat number 19, which forced him off with Martin Dugard. A sudden death, 4 laps for the British Championship. Gary Havelock, of course, as I've already told you, came here this afternoon to defend his crown. Martin Dugard yet to get a British title to his belt. Dugard, 22 years of age, will be 23 on May the 18th, as a roar from the star, and it's Havelock just with a drop on Martin Dugard. Havelock leads in white from Martin Dugard in second place, looking down at his engine. So it's Havelock that leads. 1 lap gone. Is Havelock going to stay out of trouble this time and take his second successive British title? Martin Dugard is in second place. No doubting whatsoever about that. And it's Havelock, to the delight of the travelling fans from Yorkshire, who is looking set now to take his second British Speedway Championship. The sun is still baking down here at Brandon Stadium, and I'm sure there'll be a few pints of lager drunk from the fables who've travelled down from Yorkshire. 1 more lap to go in this run-off for the British Championship. Gary Havelock with another 13 on his back against Martin Dugard with number 8. And it's Havelock round the final 2 bends of this run-off for the title. He straightens up the noise from the crowd, and it's Havelock's title for the second successive year. Martin Dugard has to be content with second place, and Gary Havelock punches the air with delight, and who can blame him? Martin Dugard is the first to congratulate him, says, "Come on, my old sport, let's go round for a lap of honour." And who can blame them? They've both come to Coventry this afternoon and they've done the biz and have qualified safely. But at the end of the day, they've all provided some great action. And Gary Havelock, who have overcome some, well, let's say sad moments in Speedway, and we'll say no more about those, but he punches the air to the lights and he's retained his British Speedway Championship. The cameras come out, the fellow riders to come out to congratulate him, and are we in for the wheelies and the bumps? I'm sure we're going to get him whether he likes it or not. Sean Wilson, Paul Thorpe, all right, Rory on the track. Up he goes in the air to celebrate Gary Havelock, the 23-year-old from the Bradford Dukes, who retains his British Speedway Championship here this afternoon. So we now know the 10 qualifiers who go forward to the Commonwealth final to meet the Australians and the New Zealanders. And there he is, Gary Havelock coming out, and there's the list of 10. Gary Havelock on 13. Martin Dugard in second place, also on 13. Andy Smith, how well he battled, he's on 11. Paul Thorpe and Calvin Tatum both on 10, they're 4th and 5th respectively. Chris Louis and Marvin Cox on 9 apiece. Wig and Lorem on 7 apiece. And Dave Mullett getting that final qualification place, which means Dean Barker travels to Kings Lynn as meeting reserve. So congratulations to Gary Havelock. There we see the also-rans. Jeremy Doncaster, a night of the Coventry Blues, or the afternoon of the Coventry Blues. Sean Wilson on 5. Graham Jones, Joe Screen on 4, and Alan Rossiter on